boop boop doo boop doo bada 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 bida bada ba bom ba ba bada be bo booda bida bada da dida barimina brimina ba. Here we are. We're alive, I think. I feel and think like I'm alive live on the internet. No, I'm so small. Come for the drawing, stay for the Chicago covers. That's why everybody's here. No one cares about the drawing anymore. Most of the people in the chat right now are not drafts people. They don't draw. They're musicians. Do you put down alcohol markers before inking, and is it more difficult? Big question mark? Is that a question mark emoji? How'd you make that? Wow, big question mark. Sorry, singing gets me amped. I don't usually ink over alcohol markers. I usually put pencil down over alcohol markers. You see how much effort I put in? It's like I embroider a picture like this, all crazy, just to have an excuse to draw a sexy Jesus. But that's the only part I'm interested in. I need to have enough cloud cover, you know? Steven, is it hard for you to draw a muscular girl without making her look less feminine? I have a problem with that even when I use reference. So next time, let's draw female anatomy. I would never waste my valuable male energy on drawings of crass females. It's like people will post some pretty messed up stuff on the internet. Some pretty lascivious things. But you post a sexy Jesus, oh, everybody's got a problem with that. All of a sudden, everyone's real purist. What technique do you use to get such smooth transitions from light to dark? That technique is no joke. And it took me a long time to discover it. I had to interact with some of the most dangerous teachers in art history in some of the most dangerous contexts that anyone could ever be in. We're talking vision quests, sweat lodges, ritualistic ceremonies, cutting deals with sinister acolytes, vicars, priests, demons themselves. These techniques do not just get distributed anywhere, and with good reason. There's a reason that these techniques have been hidden behind the walls of the greatest mystery schools of all time. A person who is not properly prepared, who has not had their mind carefully terraformed to be the perfect Edenic home for these concepts, it would rip that mind apart. It would be an unfair thing to do to a beginner. It would completely destroy them. So obviously I'm not going to reveal those secrets here. That would be extremely irresponsible of me to do. You know, I'm not here to kill anybody. Instead, you get the course. I'm not big on exercises. I'm not big on exercises. I'm not big on challenges, any of that. I'm like, you want a drawing challenge? How about the 1,000 pictures that you care about before you die challenge? How does that sound? Maybe we could do that instead of losing a lot of time doing other stuff that isn't our dream, right? How about we try to make our pictures? Question, do most people actually understand how bread is made? Have you ever tried making bread? What are we talking about? We call those reasons bread on my stream. Don't ask how that happened.
AI is bread?
Yeah, that's the code word for AI. When we put a moratorium on talking about AI because it got out of hand, we couldn't resist continuing to talk about it. So we're like, all right, just call it bread so that we're not breaking the rules. So it's like all this fresh baked bread is going to ruin the industry. This bread is too easy to make, and it's just going to drop the value of bread.
all the yeast, dude.
The yeast, it rises too. So you just tell the yeast what to do, and then it raises the bread exactly the way you asked. I'm sick of these. They'll never know what it's like to have to make their own yeast.
Dough.
They'll never know. Woo them vocals, drop art, and become a musical performer? I know. That's everybody's consensus around here. Everybody says it's obvious that if for some reason I had to stop with art, clearly just become a professional museum. A professional museum. Just transform into a brick and mortar museum, Steven. Steven, we think you have a lot of potential to become a physical museum. If you're looking for your opportunity to become a vampire, do it right now. Become a vampire. Become a vampire. You can also feel free to have something burst from your chest, or lose your sanity as you contemplate an eldritch being, anything like that. This is a perfect time. No, thanks everybody. No, I do love art museums. It'd be interesting to become one, I have to say.
I want to press start and play this game.
The game of God, the game of Christianity.
Whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm getting Link to the Past vibes, you know.
From Software. become the Son of God. It's also a great time to get abducted by aliens and be used as a research or crossbreeding subject. Everybody's always like, no, don't stick the probe up my butt. And it's like, oh, but I wanna. Oh, but I wanna. It's like, no, don't. It's like, but science. What about science? Nobody understands how hard it is to be an alien. 10-ish hours, I think it makes the point, right? I mean, is it perfect? No, obviously not. Could it be better? I mean, yeah, but what? Really? Really? No, are you serious? Even though I thought no one in the world has done a better job? Even people who are breaking their back and like really putting in tons of effort and are like working much harder than me, that it's still the best piece in the world? I mean, you know, I really don't feel good. Holy God, somebody...